start the council meeting of January 14th, 2020, Pledge of Allegiance. Bill Bullock, will you start us on the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, officers.
Larson.
Here.
Cameron. Here. Hoffman.
Here.
Lyman.
Here.
England.
Here.
Beamer. Wesley.
Here. Minutes of December 10th.
Move to approve the minutes of the working session on December 10th, 2019 as presented.
Second.
Comments at the table? Roll call.
Cameron.
Yes.
Hoffman.
Yes.
Lyman.
Yes.
Mahan.
Yes.
Beamer.
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Move to approve the December 10th, 2019 minutes for the regular session of the city council as presented with attachments.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Cameron.
Yes.
Hoffman.
Yes.
Lyman.
Yes.
Mahan.
Yes.
Beamer.
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Anything else, Laura? We're
Warrants.
good?
Warrants.
All right.
Yeah.
Warrants payable.
Move to approve the warrants payable for the total amount of $342,131.43 for the month. We paid Northwestern Energy $10,799.44. We paid Republic Services $37,686.51. We paid the annual payment for the fire and rescue $202,779.64. And we paid Olness Associates, our auditors, $23,940. We also had a sizable number of people who performed jury service for us that we also paid. So the total comes to $342,131.43.
Yes.
It seems like for a long stretch of time, the Republic bill was around 23,000 a month. And then it was like two times in a row before this, it jumped up to this 37,000. And I thought the first one might be because like fall, whatever reason. But now it's continuing on. Was there just a price hike?
It's been
For-
about this since the new contract went into effect in July. Not the new contract, but the new year.
Okay, I just misunderstood. I kept seeing like 23,000. It's
No,
always been about this. Okay, never mind.
I need a second on the
Second.
warrants. Okay, any more comments? All right.
Have there been any payments made to outside counsel or a team of investigators regarding any investigations since August?
No.
But you're actually right, Rob. It's very expensive to keep this city clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more comments at the table on warrants? Roll call to approve.
Cameron.
Yes.
Hoffman.
Yes.
Lyman.
Yes.
Mahan.
Yes.
Beamer.
Yes.
Westwood.
And
Yes.
thank you.
You'll have the officers' report for December 2019.
I would like to just add one comment to that if I can, Mayor. I don't have my copy in front, but I'd like to call to everyone's attention the number of warnings as compared to the number of citations. And just kind of voice my support for Chief Wells' direction of compliance as opposed to penalize is the goal. And I've had a couple of opportunities to witness and see firsthand how that's worked out, and I thought that the officers handled it extremely well. And so that number stood out to me, and I wanted to throw in my 2 cents that I appreciate that. direction.
And I'll second that.
Good job, chief. Mayor comments. At this time, I'd like to bring up Boy Scout Troop 481. I'll meet you up on the floor. Have a little something extra for you. These guys, for the last 2 summers, have been cleaning the roundabout. So the part in the center, they've been going in there and picking weeds and making it very appealing for everybody. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the middle of the roundabout for you guys. So, and we thank you sponsor it and you maintain it. And so this is just in recognition of you guys, and thank you very much. You do a fantastic job of it.
Mayor, could you flip it 180 so it looks for the picture?
You guys love
It
doing it,
looked great
don't
on
you?
my side.
It's gotten easier though, hasn't
Okay.
it?
Not in front of that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job, guys. Sam.
Nice job. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I want to hug, but I figured maybe we should shake hands.
So we'll be placing this up in the roundabout
Oh,
for you
very
guys, just
cool, very
recognizing you
cool.
for all your help. Thank you very
Thank you so
much.
much.
Good job,
Proud of you
Sam,
guys.
good job.
Good, it's
Thank
these
you.
guys.
Yeah, I know.
I look
They
awful
gotta
silly
have
out there by myself.
I see you out there herding them around though. We have a long list of mayor comments and important things to do tonight. We also have the appointment of the department heads for action, appointing Jason Wells this year for police chief and James Peligno as community development director. Do I have council approval?
Move to approve the 2 department heads as appointed, as presented by the mayor.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Cameron.
Yes.
Hoffman.
Yes.
Lyman.
Yes.
Mahan.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you. At this time, it's time for council to appoint a council president. I do have to say that Lori has done a very good job the last 2 years that I've been here, putting in a lot of extra time in, actually on a weekly basis, and she does a fantastic job here.
Thank you very much, Mayor, I appreciate that, and if the council wishes, I would be more than happy to continue. One of the benefits of me doing that is that I don't have a regular job, and so I'm available all the time to fill in for the mayor, and to answer questions and do whatever it takes.
I move to appoint Dave Westwood as the council president. Can I get a second?
Second. I do have a full-time job, but I'd also be honored and happy to serve in that role.
Thank you. I'd like to say Lori does an outstanding job and is willing to serve at a moment's notice. But I also had the opportunity to work with Dave over the last year, and he puts the time in and definitely has the best interest of the city at heart.
Any more comment at the table? Roll call.
Cameron.
Yes.
Hoffman.
Yes.
Lyman.
Yes.
Mahan.
No.
Mayor.
What am I voting on?
Are you calling Dave?
Oh,
As council president?
can I be undecided?
No.
No.
Westwood.
Yes.
Okay. Dave, you're it.
I will look forward to continuing to work with Lori as well.
And Glory, thank you. Thank you for your years of service.
Thank you.
Covering my back.
You're very
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Parks Board member appointment, we went ahead and had that in the paper and everything, and we have Courtney Long, so I'm moving to appoint Courtney Long to Parks Board. I'd like to have council approval.
I move to appoint Courtney Long to the Parks Board.
Second.
Discussion?
Any discussion at the table?
Is Courtney here?
Discussion, or, let's do a vote.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes, I'm sorry, jumped the gun there.
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Cemetery Board, reappointment, action, Mike Nordstrom. Like council approval.
Now, reappointment is, he's already on and we're just reappointing the
Correct.
existing. Move to approve the mayor's request for cemetery board.
Second.
Discussion.
He's willing to serve, we'll take him.
All right, roll call.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Ambulance District Board Member reappointment, Kathleen Delahanty. Kathleen's done a fantastic job since that whole thing has begun, so I'd like council approval.
Move to approve Kathleen Delahanty.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Airport Board Member reappointment action. I have Wally Zook and Craig Hash, and as you remember, Craig is taking over for Willis Kaufman, so I'd like those two reapproved, please.
Move to approve the mayor's reappointments to the airport board.
Second.
Discussion. Roll
Was it-
call.
What was his first name, Greg? Greg Hunt?
Craig.
Greg.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Thank you. Historic Preservation Commission Board Member reappointment, Paul Hart. Like council approval.
Move to approve mayor's appointment for the Historic Preservation Commission Board.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Need a member of the council for the affordable housing appointment. Council, I need a council member to replace Diane as our affordable housing.
Is this a city board?
This is a housing board.
It's not through the city though?
No, it's,
I just wanted council
It's
they
not
want a
official.
council rep on it. It's kind of like library and some of those other ones. We
Yeah.
appoint somebody for it.
Is it library an official board?
It is.
Yes. And parks and planning, but is affordable housing?
Yes, Teresa.
So this is an appointment that Diane was previously named on.
I don't think it was an appointment though. I think she just told Bill that she would
I
do that.
asked Diane, she said it was an appointment at city council. She wasn't sure if she was gonna stay on committee as a citizen, citizen at large, or if we would have another council appointment. But we could use the help of a council member because we still need to come up with an income plan for the home funds, and it's a really good way for the city to stay tuned with what's happening with workforce housing.
And I think that's some of it with that home funds, the money that we hold for. the
It would be
city.
very helpful to have.
Why we wanted somebody on the council. So, who's interested?
What time do you guys normally meet?
Third Thursday of every month from 3:30 to 5.
So once a month on Thursday afternoons.
Tom, how you sitting?
I think I'd like to take a little, figure things out a little bit first, but,
Okay.
They promised to be nice to you
yeah,
and not have you do any heavy lifting right off.
but I know she reads it pretty
Oh,
well.
well, I was worth a shot.
Well,
Okay, all right, I'll go with that.
good. Everybody good with Tom being on there?
Yeah.
Move to appoint Tom Lyman as the council representative on the affordable housing.
Second.
Any more discussion? Roll call, let's get him while he's hot.
Discussion, thanks, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Cameron,
Sure.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Resort Tax Committee Council Member Appointment. I do wanna let you know that Gloria has been going to those meetings. She's very well what's going on there, so I need a council appointment there.
Move to appoint Gloria Mahan to the Resort Tax, Committee, council member representative,
Second.
Board, not committee.
board. Well, it
Yeah.
says committee on here, so.
Yeah, I know,
That's
it's
why I was
supposed
just
to be
reading it.
board,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Would you consider it?
Any other comments on Gloria Mahan? Moved and seconded, let's do a roll call vote.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Active Transportation Committee, Council Member Appointments.
This is another one that isn't official.
Right, they wanna have somebody from council there, they would like that.
If I may add, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
It is, basically it's a subcommittee of BRTA now, and it has been, changed to the Summer Trails Committee, which I've forgotten for the agenda, but I wanted to point that out. It
Okay,
does have a different name now.
So what's it called?
Summer Trails Committee, which is under BRTA.
And when do they meet?
I believe it's on Wednesday evenings generally.
is it the same as BRTA?
No,
No?
it is a different meeting.
Do you know if there's anybody on Parks Board that's on BRTA or the Summer Trails Committee?
There's not right now, no. This is one of the first times we haven't had anybody affiliated with BRTA on the Parks
So
Board.
we don't have anybody on Parks Board from BRTA.
Correct. We typically always have.
Does this need to be a council member? I'm thinking that we've had some past council members that I know would be very active and be able to offer, but if this sounds like this would maybe conflict with planning board. I'm happy to serve as a liaison, but I don't know that I'm comfortable stepping in and saying I've got time to attend another daytime meeting.
Yeah, this one's usually about 6:30 at night.
Yeah, it's in the evenings.
Yeah.
And you said Wednesdays, so opposite of planning boards?
The
or-
last meeting was on the 7th, of January. So,
So simultaneously with when we met for, because planning board is second, fourth Wednesdays.
it's the first Tuesdays. is when it is.
Any takers? Council has no appointment. Let's move on. I did add one more thing onto this. The city and the county have gone together to bring some training in January 27th. We're doing a crucial conversations, conflict management training. For the city, it'll be January 27th from 1 to 3 p.m. And that's gonna be here at City Hall, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's been determined, but we should be able to do it.
I
right here.
think we can do it right here. We're gonna have department heads attend that also. But all council is welcome to come to that.
So that's January 27th, that's a Monday, from 1 until 3.
1 to 3.
Should we RSVP for that?
We've already committed to that, so
As individuals?
I would like that, yeah, and just in case we need to get something larger, but I think we can
We'll
do
take our drink orders at that time.
that. Take your drink orders and, yeah, give me your special food.
Chicken and beef.
Actually, it's very good, and I appreciate the county, Bill, thank you for involving us in that, and I think by splitting that and bringing those things to the community like that is fantastic. that we
Will,
work together.
will that be open to members of the community as well who want to sit in and?
For us, it's gonna be, council people, department heads, other people that work for the city. If the department heads feel that they need to have another one of their people from their department come, everybody's welcome as far as city council.
And then there'll be a similar representation from the county, is that what I understand?
County is gonna hold their own. I think you're doing it in the morning, aren't you?
That sounds about right.
I think you are.
Also, the facilitators are just gonna take care of you guys in the morning, take a lunch break, and then come back for us for the afternoon.
That's my understanding.
Yeah, well, it's a good way to do it. At this time, public comments. Anyone may address the council at this time on any topic within the city's jurisdiction, not specifically on this agenda. Yes, Bill.
Bill Bullock, 990 Avenue, Red Lodge, Montana, County Commissioner for Red Lodge District. A couple things, there's more comments and just kind of updating a few things, maybe for clarification. For you guys talking about the victim advocacy and all that stuff, just for clarification. I also serve on the board for DSVS, had some conversations about some of that funding and everything like that. First of all, the service which mandated by statute or provided by the county is a very different service than that which DSVS provides. DSVS provides those probably more emergent necessities that happen a night of a horrible event, getting somebody a room, getting them food, getting them away from the bad situation. The county's advocate guides that person through the legal process, so they serve one another, but it's a very different branch of what they do. DSVS primarily provides a lot more logistics. They do provide that advocacy for core, but between the cooperation between the county's advocate and DSVS, they kind of divert a little bit and one kind of hands off to the other, so that provides some clarification for the council. Also, in talking with staff and the board of DSVS, they really appreciate the funding provided by the city. Their ask, well, a couple things. Their one statement is they would just like to know what's coming or not coming. They will find a way to exist with or without it. They would just like to know it's been historical. It's been past practice that the payment was made. If it's not gonna be made or if it's gonna be reduced or whatever that's gonna be, more knowledge sooner is better than later and not getting some kind of funding. That's really the biggest thing. A couple other things. Moving on, letting that go, going on to the next thing. Detention facility is still ongoing. We're hoping to have a site selected here by the end of the month. Fromberg came in with kind of a wowie at the very late end of the game, providing a donation of land of 30 acres to provide a site for that. That doesn't mean it's a win-win. There's some challenges to the location, however, it is free. So that has to be that has to be considered, but all those factors are going to be pulled into a matrix put together by Lombard Consultants and Spectrum Architects, where those services are, tying into those services, what the most logistical thing, the goal being is, and I've said it before, and I'll say it probably a million times again, get this thing built, wherever it is to serve the county, that's where it's gotta be. So there's more to come on that. With that end of the month decision, we're hoping to get things worded in language for ballots and dollar amounts assigned. We've talked with the bond person at the state to try and get those dollar amounts put together and that language put together for the bond measure, so more to come on that. And then for those of you that weren't, I think just about all of you were at the resort tax meeting last week, and I'd like to reiterate what I said then. Historically, that resort tax passed with the foundation of that majority of money being put towards public works, specifically stormwater, sewer, and the like, the necessity of that, the focus of that. I don't think that can be diminished, and I think that has to be reinforced. That's critical to everything else working. There's a long line of people standing, waiting, looking, seeing, wanting those funds and allocation of those funds, but we can't get the water out of town or our sewers don't work, we don't have anything. So I would encourage that consideration. Any questions from the council, as long as I'm here?
Are you gonna come every month and tell us stuff that's going on?
Well, if there's something to tell.
That was just kinda nice, because I don't have time to come to the meetings, and it was nice to get an update. Thanks.
I know there's more, I'm forgetting it, but I know there's more, but I'll remember it. I know you guys are.
Thanks, Bill.
There'll be a spot at the end where you can, I think you forgot.
Thank you.
Let's move on to old business. We have ordinance 951, amending zoning regulations to reduce parking requirements for bed and breakfast.
Move to approve
This is public hearing So I'll open the public hearing. Open public hearing on parking for bed and breakfast. Public comment? No public comment. I'll take a motion.
Move to approve ordinance 951, an ordinance by the city of Red Lodge, Montana to amend the Red Lodge zoning regulations to reduce the parking requirements for bed and breakfast in the municipal code pertaining to land use as governed in Title 12, Development, Chapter 4 zoning regulations, second reading.
A second.
Comment at the table. Roll call.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Resolution 3535, restricted account for victim advocate services. This is up for action.
Move to table resolution 3535, restricted account for victim advocate services, so that we can work on a resolution that will be cleaner and simpler and have everybody happier.
Second.
Any discussion on this? Do you want to set some specific date to bring it back?
Mayor, I think we could bring it back for discussion at the work meeting and also for action at the next meeting. And with your blessing, I would be happy to work with the judge and see if we can get some initial wording for the work session that people are happy with.
Do you want that in your motion?
I think my motion is just to table it, but.
Good. Any other discussion? Roll call?
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
No.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Okay, it's tabled. Resolution 3537, vacate city right of way, 12th Street. This is for action. James, you want to give us a little update on this?
Sure, this was for the petition to vacate part of the alley on 12th Street between the alley east of Hagan and the Daly Avenue right away near Rock Creek. And we do need to do this by resolution, so that is why this was here one more time. We had it, council voted in favor of it 5-1 at the last meeting to approve the petition to vacate, but we actually need to approve a resolution for state law, so that's why this is here one more time.
Mayor, I move to approve resolution number 3537, a resolution of the City Council of Red Lodge, Montana to vacate the portion of 12th Street right of way that generally lies between abandoned Daly Avenue and the alley east on Hagan Avenue.
Discussion.
I would like to start the discussion by saying, some people maybe look at me interestingly because I was the no when this came before the council. But I view this action as just a procedural action to ratify that which the council has already done. So I would like to make my position clear that I'm not here to relitigate or rethink the things that I thought before. I thought were still valid and why I voted no there, but this is just, to my understanding, a procedural correction to how we should have done things last week, so I'm completely behind that.
That's all I wanted to say. I think it's just a procedural correction.
Yes. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Cameron,
Yes.
Hoffman,
Yes.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahan,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
We have nothing under new business. New business. Are you showing that to me? Okay, reports from the public. This is an opportunity for any member of the public to report up to the council on any topic of their desire. Chief.
Chief Well 616, Hauser up myself, as a citizen and also as your chief. I also want to support the new jail, wherever the county decides to put it. I just want to make sure that the council knows that it is very important that we have a facility in our community. The deputies are spending an exorbitant amount of time transporting prisoners all over the state of Montana. And, the other thing is I just want you to understand, I've had some people come to me and ask me, it is not going to be like the Montana prison where we got concertina wire, spotlights, things going around. The new facilities are very, very good. In fact, you probably have driven by several of them. I don't even know that you've been by them. And so, like you said, I just want to make sure that the council knows that my support is there for this facility, and I would sure appreciate your support. It is very stressing and taxing to be sending deputies across the states of Montana, or the highways of Montana, in inclement weathers, as well as the prisoners. So for me and anywhere in Carbon County, I'd be happy. But like you said, I just want to voice my support towards that.
Thank you, Chief.
Yes.
You wanna,
I just wanted to comment on the chief's comments or ask a clarifying question.
okay.
It is my understanding that the role of the council is ultimately going to be just to approve to send this through the ballot, and that this decision will actually be made by the voters. Is that a correct statement?
Yeah, this city really doesn't have any say as to the jail or where it's going to be unless it's within the city limits of Red Lodge. I just want, as the positions of authority in our community, you get to talk to a lot of people, it is only my desire that you support it, in that measure. It is, like you said, it is a county facility, it is run by the county, and the county will decide where that's at, but, regardless of where it's at, my support is there. We need a detention facility in this county.
Mary,
Mr. Mayor, would it be appropriate for the city council to have a resolution, formally put through a resolution that we support the county in their hope for a jail, or?
I think we'd all be willing to do that, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get something drawn up and then we'll have it at the work session. Yes.
Mayhap we hold off just a little bit till we get a site dialed in as to where it is.
Do you wanna give me the okay and then
Well, everybody will know when it is. We'll get that out as soon as we get
Okay.
that decision made. Like I said, we've got it scheduled for the end of the month. Thus, I think it's the third, whatever that Thursday is, the end of the month is
we'll,
when it is.
we'd be more than happy to write a resolution of support.
Great, thank you.
We can't take action anyway for another month, so it'll be after you choose.
Okay. Oh, correspondence. Other business.
I have another business. The library on this coming Saturday is celebrating its 100th birthday. Everybody is invited to that. And on Sunday, the library is also having an event that has to do with the $2,000 grant that they secured from the Elks Lodge that supports the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. That event is on Sunday from 2 to 3:30. Everybody is invited. There will be animals there, service dogs. There will be face painting for the kids, because this is for kids from 1 to 5 years old. And there will be snacks. If you like fruit juice boxes, that's a good place to go for. So from 2 to 3:30 at the library, and give them support for this grant that they received from the Elks Lodge.
And the date again, Dory?
Sunday?
Sunday.
This coming
Yeah,
Sunday?
This Sunday, yeah. And it will be downstairs at the library. Yeah. And Jody Moore, our librarian, is over the moon to get that $2,000. That will go a long, long way to support that Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Any other business?
I do have one. The Mental Health Center will be sponsoring a mental health first aid training for anybody that's interested on February 29th. That's leap year day, so you can't forget it. And there'll be more information to come. It'll be free for all the participants. It usually costs at least $20 for a book, but we got a grant to cover the cost.
Any other?
Adjourn.
Number 13?
Move to adjourn.
Oh. Adjourn.